Let me talk to you a little bit about what happens when you drop down on your doses of high-dose prednisone. Usually they'll start you off on a lot of prednisone depending on the disease. It could be 40, 50, 60, 70 milligrams every day. Then after a month or so, they'll drop you 10 milligrams at a time, and they might do it every week, 2.5 milligrams, so you have a nice taper. Now, for the most part, you should be able to adjust as you go along. But when you reduce on your taper, you may feel I have done fine, but in fact 10, 12, 15 days later is when that reduction kicks in your body, because prednisone has a very long half-life in your body, which means it hangs out in your body for a long time. Even when you reduce, you still got some residual from days or weeks ago. And so as you drop down, suppose you're dropping from 60 to 55 and then 50 over the course of a month, you might be like, I'm handling it fine, and you might. And then you might drop to 45 and you're handling it fine. And then one day, all of a sudden, you feel like you can't get out of bed. You're just tired and draggy all day. Look, your body's whole cortisol system is now firing itself back up, going, hey, I got to start rebalancing out because I don't have all this artificial steroid in me. So as it's rebalancing, it's trying to figure out how much to have in, and sometimes a little low, sometimes a little high, sometimes it'll drop your blood sugar, sometimes it'll make you irritable. The most important thing, though, to understand is that drop that you drop at a certain time, May 1st, may not kick into effect till May 12th or 15th, and when it does, your body is going to probably readjust, and when it readjusts at random times, you're going to feel tired and draggy. It probably doesn't mean you're sick, it doesn't mean there's a problem, it just means your body's trying to say, oh, I got to take over for the artificial adrenal system. I've shut down for a while, and now I got to fire back up. And in that time period, some weird things can happen. Number one, for me, has been tiredness. Every time I've come off prednisone, I don't know if it's when I'm on 20 or 15 or 10, I'll get 1 or 2 days of a very fast heartbeat. They've taken me to the doctors, nobody can figure out what's wrong, and then I don't worry about it. And I think at that particular time, my body is saying, okay, a little too much cortisol here, and it's over adrenaling my system temporarily. The other thing that I notice when I'm on high-dose prednisone is something called floaters once in a blue moon. You'll get little things floating around in your eyes. They'll last for a day or two, and they'll go away. Now, which brings me to another topic, which is make sure you get your eyes checked every few months, because those floaters and prednisone can cause pressure in your eyes. Sometimes vascular diseases like the Wegener's disease that I have causes a vascular pressure in the eye, and you want to make sure that things aren't getting out of control with your eyes. So if you normally have your eyes checked every 6 months, you may try every 3 months. Just keep in mind now, as you reduce off the prednisone, some odd things that can happen. Run with your doctor about them, or talk to your doctor about them, but keep in mind that some things that come and go and never come back, like real fatigue and tiredness, and the floaters in your eyes, or for me, it happened to be this fast heartbeat thing also, that come and go for a day and you never see them again, are actually the result of your body readjusting to not being on as much or no prednisone.